creatures in this world. You have eagles and you have vultures. Eagles are amazing creatures. Eagles can fly to the highest heights. Even the smallest eagle is faster than the others. But then you have the vultures. Vultures are scavengers. Vultures are so nasty, this is real, they will urinate down their leg and clean themselves. That's true. Now vultures are what I call modern day haters. You're going to have them. When you leave and graduate, people are mad at you right now because you graduated. But that's okay. Because that's going to be your fuel to go forward. It doesn't stop wherever you go. Don't feel that you have to limit yourself and your possibilities for someone else's comfort. I'll say that again. Don't feel you have to limit yourself and your opportunities for someone else's comfort. You got to get over it. You got to keep moving. Now, a few more things before I leave. There's no easy way to get to this topic, but I'll just go there. Years ago, our parents said, go there. All right. We grew up talking about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's 2014. Let's talk about sex, drugs, and rap. Okay, sex. Can't afford it right now. I know right now you're feeling good, you're looking good, and you are mature young people, and I'm giving you the advice. So new love will need to be in your books. Okay? They'll do you much better. Another man or woman will do much better by you. It's an investment worth making. Because right now, young people, don't feel pressure that you have to be sexually active. Men or women to be in a loving relationship. I'm 38 years old, married with a 2-year-old. Believe me, you got time. You have time. You look so beautiful, you're so mature, but give yourself that innocence. It would only serve you better. Anyone who's coming in, that's what they're leading with, that is not your best situation. No matter what they say, the game is good. You got these Detroit players talking to you real good. It's supposed to be good, it sounds good, but you need to say, you know what? There's some things I want to do. And that's going to derail me mentally, physically, financially. Financially? I tell you, it's monsters cost. But my point is, let's talk about drugs. I told the graduates the other day, as Cat Williams said, this is not regular weed they're smoking. I said, not be serious to you. What good am I doing you to come talk to you and act as if that's not the case? See, back in the 60s and the 70s, the THC content was very low, so people were smoking and living like that. But now everything is chemically laced. You know what they're putting in it. They're dropping drugs and pills. This is graduation time. Sip this, take this. You don't need it. Now, I will not be a hypocrite. When I was walking on campus at Western Michigan University, I smoked. Yeah, I did. And Mr. Stokes didn't smoke, Mr. Tawab didn't smoke. What I'm telling you is, it's true. They're mad at me. I didn't think about this one. My point being is, I recognize for myself, graduates, that I was not going to put myself in the best position to be successful. I'm on board with McCartney. I was just talking. There are great opportunities for young people to go on in the professional world, the military, but the biggest problem we have, we can't pass a drug test. And your plan to pass the drug test isn't taking your niece and nephew's urine. That's not the plan. Oh, somebody did that? Yeah, come on. That can't be the plan. Don't try to outsmart this system. Just be smart. Just be smart. And do the right thing. Don't fall for the pressure, young people. People want to see you fall off. Here, hit this, take this. They want to see your son fizzle because for whatever reason they can make this situation happen. So don't be pulled to that. And let's talk about rap. Let's talk about rap. Rap is a beautiful thing. I was playing Ross and Pusha T coming down. That's great, but that's entertainment, people. Turned down for what? I saw the video. It's very entertaining. But if you don't turn down, you'll get turned out. And what you don't know, thank you. What you don't know is Little John graduated from The Ohio State University 21 years ago. So while you're playing, he's saying turn down for what? You got his paperwork. I don't want you to go out here trying to live a life of being rap as a religion. Let it be entertainment. Let it be fun. They have no reason not to say whatever they want to say. They're making their money. But don't believe that's all true, because what'll happen is you'll try to live that lifestyle, and your life will be a low-budget rap video. Low budget, those are the worst kind. That'll be your life, because you're trying to live like what you see. The problem that we've had, and I talked to the staff about this earlier, is that we've gotten away from what's really important. We've gotten away thinking that it's cool to be dumb. No, don't fall for that. That's why we're flooded with all this crap that we see. And when you look on the television and the internet and you see these images of nice things, you all want the same things I want. You ain't even graduated yet. You want the same thing I want. You want the same thing your parents want. But what you have to realize is that it takes time. Time is not a bad thing, because during that time, you can learn the right way to get it and keep it, and you won't let it go. Anything you get fast is going to go. Justice Antonio Scalia of the Supreme Court, he said, nothing is easy. Now, I want you to think about that statement for a second. You got high GPAs. Think about this. 0 is easy. So if you're not going to accomplish anything, that should be an easy thing. So what would be the opposite of that statement? Something worth having is going to be hard. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some blood and sweat. And right now, for the next few years, you're supposed to be broke anyway. That's just reality. Because if you try to go on and get a job and whatnot, all you do is get limited and you hit a ceiling. Take advantage of your educational opportunities right now. Remember what your legacy is. It's great to be smart. Believe me, when you get out of this room, you get out of this city, you go places, you want to flaunt your education and those opportunities. A few more things before I wrap up, because we want to get out of here. Thank you. I had the pleasure, by being politically active, to be around Presidents Barack Obama and President Bill Clinton on several occasions. I don't say this to brag, I'm just giving you an experience that I've had. And the one thing I'll never forget, and I told the graduates this the other day, was with President Bill Clinton. We were in a very intimate setting. And he was talking about soft-shell turtles. Any of my parents heard of soft-shell turtles? Yeah, some southerners, it happens like that. Soft-shell turtles, graduates, just like the name. So if you step on them, they'll die. And they would ask the future president of the United States, why did you step on those turtles and kill them? You know what he said? He looked at me when he said this. Mr. Stokes, he said, I did it because I could. So you have to understand, young people, you don't need to do something just because you can. You don't need to sag your pants because you can. And I tell you this as an entrepreneur, black, white, and indifferent, I'm not trying to deal with it. See, that's getting pulled into the culture too much. Young ladies, you look beautiful today, but don't feel that you have to look like a sexual vixen to represent yourself going forward. And a few more things, young people, don't forget about your legacy. Don't forget about the teachers at your school and all the things they've encouraged you to do over the years. Don't think about Miss Odom, Miss Cox, and what they've been trying to tell you to go forward. And when you have those tough times, what you're going to have, think back to this beautiful day. Think back to these memories when you were focused and you were willing to go forward. And I'll say a few more things as I conclude. I talk about my 2-year-old daughter. And I used to wonder a few years ago as an entrepreneur when I was leaving corporate America and starting my own financial company, my own consulting company, my own nonprofit, why were things happening the way they were happening? It was hard. It was challenging. But then I thought about it. I said, the struggles I'm having are not just for me. They're for those who are going to come behind me. This struggle is for my daughter. Now remember one late December night, one late cold December night. It was Michigan, you know it's cold in December. Now remember wanting to leave her something that no matter what, she can always have something to follow that I was telling her. So I wrote her a poem, and I'll share this with you as I conclude. It's called Valleys and Peaks. And it starts off by saying, Dear Madeline, I once saw a high peak off in the distance, and it was my goal to reach it, and I knew I could if I remained persistent. But when I started out towards my destination, I thought many would come with me, but there was a lot of hesitation. And the reason I realized many did not come with me was because they heard the path was hard and was not going to be easy. But that still didn't stop me from making my plans, because I knew if you wanted to go somewhere nice, you would not have a lot of fans. Then I heard a voice help guide me on the way. It said, no matter what, throughout this journey, continue to pray. And if you want to go high, you have to spend a lot of time low. And that way you'll know which way to go. Now the wise man or woman knows that the valley is not that bad, so the next time you're there, don't be too sad, because valleys and peaks are like days and night. Meaning after the darkness, there will always be light. So the next time you're in your valley, you be a good cheer, because it only means your next peak is your graduates. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I know you're going to go on to do great things. Congratulations to you, Godspeed.
Thank you, Mr. Huddleston, for that remarkable speech. Now the presentation of gifts will Kennedy Brown Penners. Hello everybody, I'm Kennedy Brown Penners, and I'll be presenting the guests. First, I would once again like to thank Mr. Huddleston for his